In today's episode, creative director veterans show how to boost your value as a creative director.
I think a creative director should make decisions. That's for me is the most important part of the creative or director. You've been a creative all your career. The thing that is new for you on that particular period is the director part.
You'll learn practical tips you can start using today.
As a creative director, the most important thing is to facilitate and get out of the way.
And you'll learn what's expected of a CD at top creative shops.
Well, when it comes to creative direction, I think like few things. One, you need to be able to express what you think.
In this episode of Take Your Pills, we selected 5 pills from our archive, where CCOs and ECDs from Wieden+Kennedy, Ogilvy and Mischief share how they approach creative direction. Pill number 1, facilitate and get out of the way.
As a creative director, the most important thing is to facilitate and get out of the way. What you don't want to do is put your fingerprints all over something and take away ownership or agency of the team. You want them to be the ones coming up with ideas. I think it's incredibly important as a creative director not to panic, not to instill fear amongst the teams, make them feel like it's okay, we're all going to get there together, make them feel trust that you have been there before, and when you're telling them to do it in a certain way over the way they want to do it, being able to clearly articulate why you're saying that, as opposed to I just think it's better. But I think especially if you have good teams, you want their voice to come through in their work and to get out of the way and as much as possible. And obviously there are a lot of different styles of creative directing, and there are a lot of different situations as well where sometimes you have to push your opinion a little bit firmer on a team, especially if you're running out of time. But ideally, and as much as possible, you let them get there on their own, and it's a nudge instead of a push.
Pill number 2, make creative direction a fair exchange.
I think I even went through that journey as a creative director. Like at the start, I felt like I thought I got promoted. I'm supposed to make more work like what I do because that's what's got me here. And then I learned pretty quickly that was a mistake. And also,
well, yeah. Well, you're more insecure at the beginning.
Yeah,
I think what we learn with time is like, we know what we would do.
Yeah.
So that's clear.
Yeah.
And for that, that's us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But what a team brings to us, let's say, just to put a stupid example, we will make a sports car, but they bring you a minivan. Mm-hmm. We have to help them to make the best minivan in the planet. Mm-hmm. We don't have to make stick a sports car into their head. You know what I mean? In a way, that's what also is surprising, because then we end up doing things that we wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's good for both sides. Yeah. I think it's good when a team was like, oh shit, I didn't know I could come up with that, or I could do that. You know what I mean? That's the biggest reward. You have to learn how to sit back, how to sit things or fit things or direct things.
I think for me, one of the, I told him this, but I think one of the early people that really helped me was Ed Harrison, because his creative voice is so different than mine. I'm very visual, he's very verbal, I'm very serious. He's very funny and very outrageous. And then I feel like at first I was so uncomfortable when I was creative directing that or being involved working with that energy. And then in the end, when I saw the work he was doing, the puppets or Unlimited or Possibilities, I was like, oh, wow. But also for me, I was like, oh, I'm a part of this. I can feel like a part of it.
You made that better.
Yeah. And then once I discovered that, I was like, this is really fun. Like being able to tap into all these different creative energies and sort of I think that really helped me appreciate being a creative director. I was like, I think this is what it is.
If you can ride a bike, ride that thing. Ride a bull, ride a tougher bull. Let's watch this. What kind of bull is that? If you can move your hips.
You end up being part of the things you wouldn't do yourself.
That's it.
And then it's
and then as a creative person, it helps your world grow.
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%.
Yeah.
I think you have to help them become more of themselves as a cat. They have to feel that you're adding to them, not that you're getting on their way or you're pushing them to do your thing.
Yeah.
They have to feel that the exchange has to be, without them, you wouldn't get an idea like that. And without you, they wouldn't get to that quality of an idea like that.
Yeah.
You know, it's a fair exchange, I think.
Pill number 3. Adapt your style to your teams.
You know, if you're working with a very senior team that they're really close to being creative directors themselves, I'm kind of like there as a consultant, and what do you guys want to do? And maybe offering up some things to think about, but really more of a support and motivation, maybe helping them problem solve, maybe running some interference with the client for them, but trying as best I can to set them up for success. There are some teams, young teams, where they come in and they show you work and there's nothing. And you have to kind of work with them and show them how to think. Model for them how to solve it. And you might say to a young creative team, I think we've got some, I don't think we're there yet, but this dog that you have here, the idea of a dog for this is kind of interesting to me. And what if and then you kind of give them an idea, give them some examples of kind of what you're looking for. Because again, you've taken the brief for a test drive. So you kind of have a picture in your mind of what you want. And so you try to identify something in what they've shown you that you can take and give them some examples of what you're looking for so that they better understand that. And again, you want them to leave your office excited. It's like, I think if you took that dog and you did that could be awesome. Why don't you think about that? And you think about other stuff too, but and so you help them with that. And I like that. I also like, again, the 3 parts. There's being a creative director is different in creative development. It's different when you're helping them present. It's different when you're helping them produce. Those are the 3 areas, and it's different each time. The thing that they're working on, where they are in their career, their talent or lack thereof. So it's always different. But I think you try to be for them what you need to be to make the work the best it can be.
Before we jump into pill number 4, just a quick note. The entire method archive is available on our website. You'll find over 500 clips from top voices in branding, design, and advertising, all broken down into bite-sized chapters, easy to explore by theme or by creative. By becoming a supporter, you unlock the whole library and help us keep bringing free pills to YouTube. Let's get back to the episode. Peel number 4. Have a vision and articulate it clearly.
Well, when it comes to creative direction, I think few things. One, you need to be able to express what you think. It doesn't mean you need to be, prolific and you need to speak really well. It's not about that. Sometimes quiet people know how to say what they need to say with not many words, But you need to be able to give an answer all the time to your creatives. I guess the most important relationship that exists in our business is creatives and creative directors. That's the sacred relationship. They need to work well. If they do, everything works well. It's not about the CCO, it's not about the client meeting, it's about creative and creative director. So you need to be able to express what you think, to tell them where you want to get. The work is the creative's work. It's not your work, but the vision is yours. You're the person who is gonna take them to the place they need to be. How they're gonna get there and what's gonna be the place when they get there, it's on them. But you need to kind of give them the directions, what's necessary to make it. So being able to express yourself and to make people understand what you say, it's really important. The other thing is the vision. So I would say the best creative directors I know, it's everything starts from them. Kind of the first conversation they have with the creative, they already set up some parameters. They're not limiting, but they open some roads, and you can see yourself going there. They create this feeling that everything is possible. By just talking to you and opening some visions. Again, it's not about confining anyone. It's not about saying, you need to look at this film because it can't be something like that. It cannot be something like that. It cannot be it cannot narrow down. It needs to be expensive, but in a way that makes people feel, oh my God, I can go further. The vision normally starts with them. And again, it takes many different shapes, but the vision, the broader one, nobody starts from them. Because in the end, they are going to be the people who are going to manage how we're going to show up, And they also know a lot about the clients, hopefully. So they kind of know how to get there and how to win the battles, And third thing is how to win the battles. Because I remember first meeting I had here in Portland with the creative department. I had a meeting, me and my partners, with the whole agency that we kind of brought a vision for the agency. And then me and Asia, we had a meeting. Asia West is my partner. We had a meeting with all the creatives. And one question they asked, because I was talking about how we need to fight for the work and how we need to think about the work. And that expression, fight for the work, it's very used in many wrong ways. What is that? Like, what does it mean, fight for the work? And that was a great question. Like, that opened a door for discussions. And what I said was like, look, the first thing you need to know about fighting is that you only fight to win. You don't fight to fight. You fight to win. So it's really like how to set up a strategy to win in the end. That's fighting. Fighting is not, I don't think you're right and you're wrong. You need to rethink. Fighting is, if I truly believe this is right, how can I make you believe this as well? This is fighting. Giving up would be you tell me something and I just say, okay, I'm gonna do something else. Fighting is believing, but finding a way to win, finding a way to make people believe in the same way you do, you know? Creative directors need to know how to do that with the full ecosystem, with strategy, with account, with media, with the client in the end, with your CCO, with whatever. You need to know, like which tools I have and how can I win this battle if I really trust something, you know?
Pill number 5. Your job is to make decisions.
I think a creative director should make decisions. That's for me is the most important part of the creative or director. You've been a creative all your career. The thing that is new for you on that particular period is the director part. So being precise on the decision making, be forceful in the decision making, direct the team in order to achieve success is also key. I don't think it's all about you. I guess it's one of the first positions that is stop being about you. And it's really important that aspect of the creative director. It's not it's picking the things, picking the work, be straightforward on the decision making. For me is the number one.
That's it for this episode of Take Your Pills. If you'd like to watch more videos in creative direction and leadership, check out the description. We've linked related episodes for you. See you in the next one.